book. It's amazing that you told me that your day one is actually on a Saturday, and it's not in the office. You are not taking an oath of office, like in the shining office. Can you tell us about, I mean, this is your day one technically, okay, and why events like today's hackathon are important to Taiwan's digital development?
Certainly. Well, I did have an oath of office, but it's in writing. Only elected officials get to, perform this oath of office. I basically just signed my oath, and that was a couple of days ago. And so, to answer your question, I think what the government must realize and has been realizing around the world is that the public sector cannot just do everything by itself. It's not the era of planned governance anymore. Mostly the innovations come from the private sector and the civil society. And spaces like this are links between the private sector, the civil society, and the public sector. We have actually a lot of people who proposed ideas today, they were working in the public sector. And for example, someone who proposed this crowdsourced dictionary of Taiwanese, Holok, she was actually the managing editor of the Ministry of Education Holok Dictionary. But she basically transferred from the government to GovZero because she now sees that a lot of things constrained by budget or constrained by political will when she was serving as a public servant can much better utilized if she just joins from the civil society angle. But they of course give up most of their copyright so that the government can still use their results. So this is concretely how work and results and project flow between the private sector who can use this then to leverage it to make business and so on, and the civil society who harness the social energy and the inclusion, and the public sector which ratifies it into something that's stable, that's maintained as an infrastructure. So there is a role to play in all three sectors, and spaces like this are very important to link the three spheres together.
We have seen lots of hackathons in San Francisco, in New York, in Singapore, in Shanghai. Can you tell me, describe more what's the hackathon scene in Taiwan, in Taipei?
Sure. There's basically two kinds of primary styles of hackathons. There's the competitive one and there's the cooperative one. The competitive ones usually have prizes, awards, have people making pitches, and there's a panel of judges. They're very popular in Taiwan. And the social one, the one that are mostly about building support or solidarity among different projects, they encourage the projects to cooperate instead of competing. So this is today's hackathon, is this kind of cooperative hackathon. We see a lot of interesting ideas. At first, just very small ideas about the Taiwanese Hola language, but by the third time, because they meet every couple months, by the third time they coalesce into something much stronger and much larger. And then you can see a lot of satellites now trying to join them in today's presentation. So this idea is not about a one-off thing that you win the first prize, but maybe you don't actually go on to make it into a business or a project. This kind of thing is basically you contribute maybe just one day of your time, but your idea may inspire someone else who will take it a lot further in another hackathon, and then another, and then another.
One of